If you're hustling like crazy in your business and yet you feel like you still don't have anything to show for it and that you should be further along by now and you're thinking, where are all these clients? In this video, I'm going to actually break down what's going on, but not just from a tactical and strategic level, but also energetically as to why you're not getting more clients consistently. I see it all the time with my clients when they come into my coaching containers, and I would love to provide you some insight. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jana Nixa. I am the Authentic Sales Coach. I work with coaches, consultants, and service-based entrepreneurs, and I help them get more high-ticket clients consistently by helping them create premium offers that their ideal client not only wants, but is willing to invest in, helping them learn how to speak the language of their ideal client so that they can stick out from the crowd, and then of course, how to actually convert them on sales calls. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please give this video a like, subscribe. I'm here at least once a week giving you guys tips on how to actually create a multi-six-figure business and beyond by not hustling your butt off and by getting a simple sales process and flow so that you can get those clients in a more systematic way. I spent decades in the sales world as a top performing sales executive. You know what I learned over there is I didn't have to work as hard as I thought, right? I would have a lot of peers. Sorry if any of my previous managers are watching this, that would call me at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4:30, and they're still like out in the field, like hustling their butts off, right? And I'm like, I've been home for a while. Like I've already gotten it done. And the reason is, yes, let me be clear, to create a successful business, taking consistent action is absolutely crucial. However, hustle, not so much. And I will get into that at the end of the video. That's kind of like a bonus tip, talking about your energy and what's actually going on when you get in that hustle, overwhelmed state. Even though that's what I learned my whole life, I didn't have to work harder and I actually got better results than my peers. Now, flash forward to when I started my own business. You guys, I forgot all of that. I forgot so much of what made me successful. It was like all of a sudden I came into the space. I knew nothing, even though I had all of these sales skills under my belt, all of this communication and all of these pieces. It was like, okay, tell me how to go viral. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do to get clients. I think first and foremost, I want to empower you around this. And that is right now, you've got your own sets of skill sets that you're bringing into this business that you might be not really recognizing or taking for granted or feeling like maybe they don't apply here. And I can assure you, life lessons and business skill sets, as well as mindset, all of that stuff applies here. Like I'll never forget when I was like, oh, this works here too. So anyway, borrow my belief for now, but building a business, although you do have to take consistent action, is far simpler than you're probably making it. And that was certainly the case for me. Here's what I was doing. I didn't know this, but I was trying to build a high ticket coaching business using a low ticket approach or sales model. Anytime I created a freebie, I thought I had to create a landing page. I thought I had to create like 5 to 7 emails. I thought I had to have an email list that I was emailing daily or at least weekly. I thought I had to go viral on all types of YouTube, social media, post multiple times a day, and on, a video editor, like all of these things, when really all of that stuff, most of what I just shared, those are scaling strategies, believe it or not. I know. I didn't know that either, but they are. What we have to do is reel it in and focus on the income producing activities in a high ticket sales process, not a low ticket sales process. So I want you to start to think quality over quantity, connection over tech, to simplify it. Because the truth is this, when you can simplify, it amplifies your results. When we are trying to do all the things and be a copywriting ninja and a landing page builder, your scattered energy gets scattered results. What I love about high ticket is you take your power back on so many levels. Not only are you really truly owning your genius zone and being like, no, I know I'm here to create big transformation for people, and working with them one-on-one or in like a small group at a high ticket level is where I'm going to be able to serve them at the highest level. I value myself and my process, and I know that it's worth it. So you're taking your power back there, but that doesn't stop there around your identity and going pro and being a high ticket identity. You're also taking your power back around the fact that you don't need to do all those other things. All of that other stuff, like I was saying before, are scaling activities. You don't need to be focused on emailing everybody on your list right now, building landing pages, even giving out freebies. Like all of that is more as you expand and you grow. Imagine this, you have a 5K offer. You want a 6-figure business. You only need 20 clients over the course of a year to say yes. Exhale. Now, imagine 20 clients. Some of those could even be referrals because now you have the time and the capacity to serve them at the higher level, right? You're not scattered about. And so do you see how this, like, instead of downward spiraling into like self-worth, not enoughness, we're upward spiraling? Because not only are you going to get to work with fewer clients, but in a closer capacity, they're going to get bigger results and refer people to you. And so you start to spiral upward because you've created so much more space for yourself. Now you will be able to take breaks. You will be able to feel inspired. You will have the capacity to be more creative. But if you're in fight or flight all the time, you're not available for all of that kind of stuff. Ask me how I know. I did it too for a couple years. And I wonder why I couldn't, even with all the sales experience I had and an expert level, 40,000 sales calls, you guys, that's a big deal. And yet here I was chasing my own tail too. And it's because I was trying to do all of these low ticket things. I was watching what the gurus did and what they told me to do, which really didn't apply to my business at that time. So when I shifted and said, you know what, you're right, I'm going to focus on 10, 20 clients a year. That's it. I'll sell a 5K thing, or I'll sell a 10K thing, or even a 25K thing, depending on what it is that I'm putting together. And I will show up and serve that client at the highest level. And no matter what I charged, I knew that I would 10x the value. And so that would be step one, like really owning that for yourself. Yes, I am a high ticket coach and I can charge premium clients and attract premium buyers. Once you decide to go pro, then it's okay. Now I have to get that high ticket offer. And newsflash, that does not mean, okay, I'll just put together a 6-month package. No, we have to get really specific around the results we provide for people and the transformation. What is the problem you're solving? What is the challenge they're dealing with in the words that they would describe it? And then we put those 3 to 5 moves as to like how we're going to get them from where they are to where they want to be. And then we validate that offer. But I want you to focus on payoff and not the process. I want you to think about selling the cake and not the recipe. That's going to set you apart from so many people I see, because they're like, well, you're going to get this many calls and we're going to have a Facebook group and you're going to get, Voxer support. That's not it. They want to know what the transformation is going to look like and what are the 3 to 5 moves you're going to take to get them there. If you want to go deeper into this, I have events that are specifically related to creating these high ticket offers that sell. So check out the description for more information on that. The next thing is, chances are you already have an audience. I thought I had to go viral. I thought I had to have tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of followers. Not true. Remember, we're looking for 10 to 20 people per year. And I have worked with a lot of influencers. And here's the truth. Some of them have 30,000 followers, 50,000 followers. I've even worked with those that have a couple 100,000 followers and they were broke. So let me just set you free. Followers do not equal clients. So instead, focus on the audience you do have. Don't disrespect your audience. Some of them are already there, and chances are we're waiting on you to put together a high ticket offer. Premium buyers aren't found, they're created, and they're created through your content. If you want to go into more depth on that, check out this video. It'll be linked in the description where I go far deeper into conversion content, because I'm not going to talk about that now. But bottom line, don't disrespect the people you already have. If I had $1 for every time one of my clients got a client and they're like, and I couldn't believe it, I've known her for years, or she was a friend of a friend that's been following me and all of a sudden she reached out, or like it's almost always somebody that's already there. So stop looking and focusing on more leads, more, and get better at converting the audience you do have. It's so important because if we're always looking for more, then we're not grateful for what we've already got and trying to work with them. We think the answer's somewhere out there when it's actually right in front of you. Okay, so let's recap. First thing, stop using a low ticket strategy to try to enroll high ticket buyers. High ticket buyers come from connection, from conversation, and from feeling understood. High ticket buyers buy when they feel seen and understood by you and you demonstrate that you can actually get them where they want to go. Not from like the freebie and the email list and all those things. Those things can come later. Don't focus on those right now. Focus on this. Number 2, make sure you have a high ticket offer that is validated for conversion. I went through a few of the things you want to look for, and it's so important that we create the offer that your ideal client wants to buy and not the one we want to teach. Check out some of my other videos. I go a lot more in depth on how to create a high ticket offer. The third thing, don't disrespect the audience you have. There are high ticket buyers in your audience right now. But so long as you're just constantly moving and trying to find more people, a lot of my clients, when they first start working with me, it's like, they're going fishing and the clients are the fish. But instead of actually fishing and following it through, what they're doing is they're just casting like a million rods around the lake, trying to catch fish, but yet they're never going back and like actually reeling in the fish. They're just like, I need more bait in the water, more, but they don't ever go and actually finish the job. And it's so important. So make sure that you are actually reeling the fish in, selling to them, creating that conversion process for them. More does not equal clients. Write this one down. More leads will not be the answer until you're able to convert in the audience you have. And I promise you, you have an ideal client in there right now. Okay, the bonus. Promised you a little around the energy. We touched on it at the beginning. This is the kicker. When you're in hustle and I gotta get, in need, in desperation, in the sales world, we used to call that commission breath. That has to go. You've got to be able to fill your own cup first with an abundant mindset that high ticket clients are everywhere, that I could find a high ticket client right now if I wanted to. If we don't move from a place of already knowing and that certainty, we're going to always be operating with a deficit of energy, and that is going to repel your high ticket buyers. Like think about that needy girl or that needy guy, ex-girlfriend. Like nobody likes that. Instead of coming from that place of, oh my gosh, it's like, no, I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly who I am. I'm embodying the version of me right now that already has what I want. And so therefore I'm certain and I'm trusting. And no matter what is being reflected back to me in my reality, I know it's only a matter of time before I start seeing those high ticket clients come in. But if we step into doubt, and if you step into, oh my God, I got to do all the things, then we repel. We repel because the universe is always going to say yes. And if you're in doubt and if you're in, then it's going to reflect that back to you. When you're in certainty and you're in, I know it's already done. It's just a matter of me now remembering who and what I really am and blooming into the person that I've already am, but we'll call it becoming, right? You become the person that gets the results by embodying that version of you now, thinking like that person, taking action like that person, feeling abundant like that person. And when you come from that full cup, like your aura and your energy, it's magnetic and it draws the right people in. These are things that I work on with my clients in depth because it's not what you say, it's who you are. You will not get what you want. You will get what you expect and what you think you deserve. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this with somebody that you feel like could really benefit. Like, subscribe, all of the things. If you want to go deeper, check out the description. I've got some great tools for you there, as well as access to our next event. And for now, I will see you next time.